To this point, Chicago officials report nearly half of all residents receiving a first dose vaccine and around a quarter fully vaccinated. Those numbers are expected to increase faster as the city has now announced those walk-in appointments. However, some communities have lagged behind in their vaccination rates. One of those is Englewood on the city's south side. It has also struggled with a high rate of COVID and with historic disinvestment and violence. Paris Schutz and producer Marissa Nelson have been reporting in Englewood today as part of our In Your Neighborhood series. Paris joins us now right outside Kennedy King College. Paris.
Yeah, Brandis, those walk-in appointments and the announcement of that, certainly welcome news here in Englewood as it is across the city, but it also means there will be more vaccines, we're told, shipped to Englewood and other underserved areas. And as you mentioned, Englewood has lagged behind in vaccination rate. There's a myriad reasons for that, but according to the latest statistics, so far about 22% of the population in this zip code has received its first dose, only 14% fully vaccinated, which is why the Protect Chicago Plus program has come in here to do things like mobile vaccination units, outreach, and distribution to community health centers. The Chicago Deputy Mayor Sybil Madison says the numbers have gone up about a fifth since February 6th.
We have to make it super convenient for people to get vaccinated. So we're beginning to look at walk-ups instead of requiring appointments now that we have so much supply. We're trying to bring the vaccine to people. So we've done a little bit of work with the vaccine bus and bringing it through Englewood. So we're excited about being able to try some new strategies so that we can make vaccine available in that moment that someone decides that they want to get vaccinated.
Part of the strategy all along is to distribute it to local community health centers like Miles Square. That's operated by the University of Illinois hospitals. Doctors there say they'll complete their 4,000th vaccination in the community this week. But they say that it's been a challenge to reach out to community members, many without access to technology, mainly because community members say COVID is a challenge, but not as great a challenge as some of the other things we face on a day-to-day basis.
On the street, they're more afraid of getting shot at than actually getting COVID. And so what's front of mind, I think, is something we need to keep in mind as to what's the value add and what's the incentive or the importance of actually understanding the disease, getting a vaccine, when for some people it may just be putting food on the table.
And we've heard this over and over again, that the key here is to have trusted community members doing the outreach, doing the vaccination themselves, which is where I Grow Chicago comes in. That's a multifaceted organization. It has a community garden. It treats traumatized youth. And they are administering their own vaccine clinics because folks know and trust them on the block and in the blocks surrounding it. And the other challenge they help solve is access, especially since many community members find it hard to hop on public transit to go to one of the mass vaccination sites, say at the United Center or Chicago State University.
They're so appreciative of this being offered over here. One lady came up to me and she said, I didn't think I was going to ever be able to get this vaccine. Because she can't travel downtown, she can't travel other places and things like that. We have a lot of seniors over here, so this is more accessible for them to be able to come here, go in, get the vaccine, and make themselves safe.
So it's an all-hands-on-deck approach by the many community organizations like I Grow, and it's been an all-hands-on-deck approach in Englewood for many, many years to deal with the other problems here of disinvestment, of poverty, of access to health care, of violence. And there are organizations like Teamwork Englewood that are on the ground, they say, trying to develop what they call the most valuable resource in this community, and that is the community's youth.
We definitely need more focus on not to see our young people, to criminalizing of our young people, but to have a restorative, a human approach to helping them. We need resources, not just sports activity, but we need a comprehensive approach to our youth development initiatives. We need to deal with the intellectual component. We need to deal with the technological component of developing our young people, as well as giving them culture awareness.
And we're going to get a little more into these issues of community and policing and trust in police, especially among the community's youth. But again, those walk-in appointments, those are going to be very valuable here in Englewood, as officials hope to get that rate up here and in other underserved communities. And we'll be back with the area's alderman in just a bit to talk about this and a lot more. But Brandis, now we toss it back to you.
Yeah, Paris, thanks. We'll see you in a bit.